Hello students, welcome to AIMS India live sessions. So this is a chemistry class. As you know, we were discussing about the chapter rain. Where does it come from few days onwards. From this chapter, we have already seen some concepts like about water, what are the different states of water, how to convert one form of water into another form, where this water exists for us, and how this water converts into clouds, how these clouds are converting and causing this rain. These all we have seen, and even one more concept also we have seen, that is water cycle, and what are the uses of this rain, what are the effects of this rain like floods and drought. These are all points we have seen from few days onwards. So on these all concepts, we are going to have a small assessment test now from this concept. Rain, where does it come from? Okay, children. So based upon the concepts what we have learned from this chapter, on this we are going to have some questions here. So read the questions carefully and try to answer them by giving your option in the live chat. Okay, get ready, children. So before going to do assessment, here some changes of states of water they given, like water cycle, how it is converting from one form to another form, just for a glance. So based upon this, we are going to have now our session assessment. Okay, are you ready, children? Good. You can give your answer in the live chat there. I will observe. So out of this, the first question: fog appearing on a cold winter morning and blackboard dries up after wiping it is due to. So here they have given two changes. One it is fog appearing on a cold winter morning. This one. And the second one, blackboard dries up after wiping it with the cloth. So these two occurs due to. What are the reasons behind these two changes? They're asking here. Let us see options. Evaporation and condensation respectively. Condensation and evaporation respectively. Neither of these two or both of these two. So what are the reasons for these? For appearance of fog on a cold winter morning. Yes, in the winter mornings we can observe fog formation outside. So what is the reason behind this fog formation? And when you wipe the blackboard after certain time, that will be dried off completely. What is the reason behind this? Yes, fog is appeared because of. Yes, children, you can give answer. Yes, good. So fog appears in the winter morning because of the condensation, and blackboard will be dried up after wiping it due to the evaporation of water on the blackboard. So first one, fog appears in the winter morning because of the condensation of water vapor present in the air. So in the winters we know the temperature is very low. That too in the night time the temperature will be very low. So because of these cool temperatures, the water vapor present in the atmosphere converts into small droplets of water. That is condensation. So that the droplets of water in the air appears like fog to us. Next one, when you wipe a blackboard with the water, after certain time that water will be evaporated off. The water evaporates, converts into gaseous form. That is why blackboard will be dried. So the two causes are, one it is condensation for the first one, for the second one it is evaporation. Okay, let's go to next. Which of the following is not a source of potable water? So they're asking they are going to options here. Out of those, which is not a source of potable water, we have to identify. But before that, we have to understand one thing. What is potable water? What does it mean potable water means? Potable water is the water which is suitable for drinking. The water which is suitable for drinking is called potable water. See the options now. Well or well water, river water, lake water and sea. which is not a source of potable water. We know. Yes, any answers, children? Yes, yes, it is correct. Sea water or sea is not a source of potable water. Why? What do we say potable water means? The water which is suitable for drinking. Can we drink water from sea? No. Why? The sea water contains large quantity of salts dissolved in it. Because of this reason, that water cannot be used for consumption. For drinking, it cannot be used. So, sea and ocean water is not a source of potable water. Whereas the remaining three, from these three, water can be taken for drinking, of course, after purification, because some germs and dirt may be. But it can be taken for drinking. So the correct answer is here now. Sea water is not suitable for drinking. It is not potable water. Okay. Next question. A glass containing ice has water droplets around it. What conclusion can be drawn from this? Yes, a glass of ice cubes or ice water, if it is taken and if it is kept outside for a certain time, we observe some droplets of water on the glass. What is the conclusion we can give from this? They are asking. Let us see options. The water from the ice has settled outside the glass. There is water in the air which has got condensed around the glass. The glass is sweating. The glass of ice is not so strong, hence water goes through the glass and settles outside. So what is the correct answer, children? See the first one what they have given. The water from the ice has settled outside the glass. So water, if you take the ice cubes in the glass, water from that it is coming out and sticking on the glass. Is it correct? No, it is not. What is the second one given? There is water or water vapor in the air which has got condensed around the glass. Yes, there is water in the air. What is that? A water present in the air called water vapor. So there is water vapor in the air which is being condensed and touching this cool glass and converting into small droplets of water on that. So this is the correct answer. What is the next one given? Glass is sweating. Will the glasses will get sweat? No. But the fourth one given, the glass of ice is not so strong, hence water goes through the glass and settles outside. Is it correct, children? Will the water goes through the glass outside? No, it won't. It won't happen. This is not the correct reason. So only the reason is the water vapor present in the air is condensed on the glass because of its coolness. This is correct answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Given in the figure are 4 containers that contain the same amount of water. In which of the following containers will water evaporate slowest? See, here they have shown 4 different containers and into this equal amount of water is taken. Now they are asking and all the containers are kept at the same place. Now the question is, from which container water evaporates at the slowest rate? See, how can we say that? Is it from P, Q, or S? From which container water evaporates slowest of slowest rate? How can we say? We know what is evaporation. Evaporation means the conversion of water into gaseous form. So one more phenomenon we have to understand from the evaporation. Evaporation is a surface phenomenon. Means only from the surface water will be converting into gaseous form. So it is called surface phenomenon. So the water which is having more open surface, from that more amount of water vapor will be gone off in the evaporation process. The container which is having narrow opening or narrow surface, open surface, from that a small quantity of water only will be converted into vapor form by the process called evaporation. Now if you observe once again these containers which is having narrow opening, which is having very less open surface, from that the rate of evaporation will be the evaporation will be lowest or slowest. See which is having a lowest opening? Yes, here. only small opening is there for this. From that only, from that open surface only, water will getting evaporated. So from this, yes, water evaporates at slow rate. Okay, children. Next one. Why do you feel cool after you start sweating? Have you observed this ever? Yes, while playing we will be getting sweating. When we get to sweating, there we feel some coolness. Why it is so? See the options. Evaporation of water droplets, condensation of water droplets, freezing of water droplets, and solidification of salts in the water droplets. So which is the correct reason for feeling cool when you sweat? What is the correct reason? Yes, it is evaporation of water droplets. When we sweat, what happens? Some water will come out from our body in the form of sweat. So when it coming out, that sweat will be evaporated off. While evaporating, that will absorb certain amount of heat energy from the surroundings. So there in that area we feel coolness. So after sweating, while it is being evaporated, we feel coolness. So that is because of evaporation of sweat water or water droplets which are formed from the sweat. Okay, next one. Observe the given figure. Which of the following process is responsible for the formation of water droplets outside the glass? Yeah, this already we have seen. So what is the reason for the formation of water droplets on the pool glass? We told this already as condensation. Let us see the next one. For which of the following processes is saline water is not used? Saline water means what? What is saline? Saline water is nothing but the water which is containing large quantity of salts in it. So the water with more quantity of salt is called saline water. So where it is not used, they're asking. See, is it used for washing clothes? Is it used for drinking? Is this saline water used for agriculture? Where it is not used, they're asking. Let us see options one by one. Only in first two, only in the second and third, only in the first and third. In all of these, where this saline water is not used, where it is useless. Is it actually saline water means what I told? The water with excess amount of salts. So if there is more salt, that water cannot be used for any of these processes. It cannot be used for clothes, washing. Because if you use salt water, the soap or detergent won't give lather. It cannot be cleaned properly. Even for drinking also, we cannot drink the water which is more salty. Even for agriculture also, we cannot use this. Soil will be eroded. It loses its nutrition. So, it cannot be used in any one of these processes. All of these will come under. Right? Next question. A girl saw a water puddle while going to school. So, one of you, a girl like you, she is going while going to the school. She has observed a puddle on the roadside. Puddle of water, a small meadow. Okay. In the evening, while returning home, she observed that the puddle is disappeared. This was because. So how these water puddles will disappear? What is the reason behind it? Let us see. The water is evaporated. The water seeped into the ground. The water is condensed. Both A and B. What is the correct answer here, children? Yes, the puddles, after raining, some puddles of water will be appearing on the roadside. So after a certain time, after few hours, if you observe, there will be no water. What happens there? Anybody taking this water off from there? No, it is not. Water is being evaporated. Certain amount of water will be evaporated from these puddles and meadows. It goes off into the gaseous form. And at the same time, certain amount of water will be sinked or seeped or merged into the soil. So it is seeped into the soil. These two are the reasons for disappearance of these water puddles on the streets. So what is the correct answer for this now? Yes, both first two options are correct. Some amount of water will be evaporated and certain amount of water will be seeped into the ground. It will sinks into the ground. Right. Next one. Human body contains water up to. What is the percentage of water in the human body? This we discussed in the water concept already. See the options given, children. Is it 90%, 50%, or 70%, or 80%? What is the percentage of water in the human body by its weight? What is it? Did you remember this? Yes, it is 70%. Our human body is covered containing around 70% of water. But you might be exclaimed because water won't be seen in the body. But we are telling our body is containing 70% almost water. Why? Because this water won't be it might not be in the same water form. It is in the muscles, it is in the blood, it is in the bones, it is in the tissues, it is even in the organs. So in all these water is in different forms there. Because of this, around 70% of our body weight is because of water presence in our body. Okay, next one. Soil erosion takes place due to. So we discussed about the effects of rain. So if it rains heavily or continuously for few hours, what happens? More amount of water reaches the ground, and this water reaches ponds, lakes, and rivers. They will be fully filled with water, and this excess amount of water reaching those will be overflowing from those. That overflowing of water causes soil erosion. So there, the excess of rainwater overflows from these water bodies that we are calling as, what do we call that? Yes, they are called floods. Floods causes soil erosion. What happens then? These floods, these overflown water will come and match these all crops and these all. And while moving this water, it will take the important minerals from the soil along with it. So in that way, soil will be eroded because of the floods. What are the options given here? Yes. Out of these all, the correct answer is flood. Floods cause soil erosion. Next question. Which of the following causes water to change from one state to another state? So as we are telling, in the nature, water is converting from another form and it is converting to another form continuously. It is happening that we call as a water cycle. So what causing this water to convert from one form to another form continuously like this? This is the question here. Let us see options what they have given. Pressure, concentration, temperature, and volume. What is the main reason for the conversion of water from one form to another form? Suppose we are telling water from the water bodies is being evaporated, and this evaporated water vapor converting into clouds. These clouds again converting into rain. These rains again reaching these water bodies. Again it starts again evaporating. So these changes of water from one form to another form are because of, what is that reason? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is temperature. Because of the changes in the temperature, this water is changing from one form to another form. Very fine example, if you take ice, it converts into water by changing temperature, by increasing temperature. If you take water, water will be changing into water vapor form. This happens by increasing temperature. So by changing temperature. Again, if you want to convert this water vapor into water, again you have to change the temperature only. On cooling, this converts into liquid. Again, by cooling this liquid, we get solid water, ice. So in this way, the change in temperature is the main reason for changing of forms of water from one to another. That's good. Next one. Which of the following activity does not involve use of water? See here some activities are given. Out of these, which activities does not involve the change in use of water? Use of water. See, washing clothes. Can we wash clothes without using water? No, we cannot. Bathing. Can we do without water bathing? No, we cannot. Cleaning utensils. Even cleaning utensils also needs water. So what is that now? Drying wet clothes. Yes, while drying wet clothes, water will be evaporated off. Water will be lost. It is not at all used there. Now, water is not used in drying wet clothes. In the remaining three, water is used. Only in this, water is not used. In these three cases, water is used. Here only we are not using water. What is happening here? Water is evaporated. Water is lost from the cloths. So, in this case, water is not used. This is correct answer. Okay, next. Let us go to next question. Floods cause extensive damage to. So, for which floods are damaged, which are being damaged by floods? See the options given: crops, property and human life, domestic animals, all of these. Which is correct answer? Which are being affected by floods? Yes. Even if you observe crops, first option, crops are being affected by floods because when floods occur, all the crops will be merged into the water, so they will be spoiled off, and the soil also will be eroded. All the minerals and important nutrients all will be flown along with the water from the soil. So soil becomes erosion. It is caused by erosion, so that the crops will be spoiled there. No more yield will be there. Yield will be reduced. So in this way, crops are being affected by floods. And property, sometimes some houses will be merged into the water and they may collapse. And even some people also will be died because of these heavy rains and floods. So this cause property and human life also. Damage to properties and human lives also. They cause damage is caused by floods. So this is also one of the correct answers. We see domestic animals. Even sometimes even animals also being got hurt by these floods. They will be flown along with the water and they may die also. So in this way, domestic animals also will be affected by these floods. So what will be the correct answer now? Yes, it is all of these. These all are affected by floods. Okay, children. Next question. Which of the following will lead to reduction in availability of groundwater? So here they are going to give some activities, out of which we will get a reduction in the groundwater levels. See the activities given: plantation, rainwater harvesting, constructing more lakes, building concrete roads. So which causes the reduction in the groundwater, or which causes reduction in the availability of groundwater? Yes, children. What is it? First one, let us see. Plantation. What is meant by plantation? Planting more trees. So when you plant more trees, they cause greenery and they create some coolness in that atmosphere. So where there is coolness, rains will be more in that area, and hence rain will be occurring more, so that the groundwater level will be increased in those areas. So plantation increases the availability of groundwater. It won't reduce. So it increases. Next one, rainwater harvesting. What does this mean, rainwater harvesting? This is preservation of rainwater. We told in the earlier classes, when it rains, water will be forming small streams, and these small streams reaches bigger streams. These will go and reach the rivers. Finally, this water reaches the oceans and seas. So before it reaching these rivers and oceans, preserving this rainwater by using sink pits and by using big tanks. So in this way, if you preserve this rainwater, it can be used further for some purposes like cultivation and for industrial uses. You can use this water. So this preservation of water when it rains is called rainwater harvesting. When it rains, collecting that rainwater and preserving that rainwater and use it for different purposes. This comes under rainwater harvesting. So this also increases the groundwater level, water level, because we are using rainwater instead of digging or collecting water from the ground. So the groundwater level will be maintained. So this is also increasing groundwater levels. Next one, constructing more lakes. Even by constructing more lakes also we can preserve more water and this water sinks into the ground and hence groundwater level will be maintained continuously. It increases. So this also increases the groundwater level. What is the next one? Last one, see, building concrete roads. What happens if you build concrete roads all? There is no soil road, clay road. What happens when it rains? No water sinks into the soil because of this concrete covering. Then this complete water reaches the streams, rivers, and finally oceans and seas. So as there is no sinkage of water or sinking water into the ground, there in that area water ground or groundwater level will be reduced. So by constructing these concrete roads and concrete slabs, water cannot be sink into the ground and hence groundwater level decreases in those areas. Okay, now the correct answer will be yes, last one. Okay, children. Next question. Which of the following statements are incorrect? See, some statements they have given, we have to identify which are correct and which are incorrect. Water is useful for generation of electricity. Is it correct, children? Yes, it is correct because hydroelectricity is produced from water only. When it is water flowing, they use some turbines for rotation because of this water flow. So while these turbines are rotating, they produce electrical energy from those. So hydro energy is produced from water. So water can be used for production of electricity. It is being used. So first, this is correct answer. Correct statement, not the answer. It is correct statement. Now, second one is see. Snow is a liquid state of water. Is it correct, children? Snow. Snow is a solid form of water. It is not a liquid. What is the liquid form of water? Normal water, dew. We can say these all are liquid, but snow and these all are regular ice. These come under solid forms of water, but not liquid form. So what they have given here as it is a liquid form. Snow is a solid form. Now this is incorrect statement. Let us see the remaining options also. Water is useful for industries, isn't it? In almost all the industries they use water. Okay. This is also correct statement now. Water is used in many industries. Next one, hailstone is a solid state of water. Yes, hailstone, snow, ice, these all come under solid forms of water. Yes, this is also correct statement. Only the incorrect statement is now, yes, snow is a liquid state of water. It is not correct. Snow is solid form of water. Okay, children. These are the different questions based upon this rain, where does it come from lesson. So on the same lesson on this coming Sunday we are going to have one online examination. So be prepared, children. If you have any doubts, you can revise once again these all videos. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and visit our website, that is www.aimstoday.in, for latest updates and recorded videos. So if you want to revise the same lesson once again, you can go to that website aimstoday.in, or you can go through our YouTube channel Aims Today. There you can find all these online classes, live sessions as recorded versions. So you can see number of times whenever and wherever you want. You can revise this all. Okay, be prepared children. All the best. Thank you.